everyone. Hello, Tuna.
Hey,
I'm
Tuna.
going to guess that Craig probably won't be able to make it. He said, I think it would be harder for him to join us with some of the things he's going on. But welcome. And on the panel, I have with me Neal and Blarg. Hey guys, how's it going?
Neal.
Hello. Yeah.
We actually managed to start before time, just for something different.
Yeah, just a few
Nice.
seconds
Just a
before.
few
Yeah.
seconds, but it was before it was. Yeah, we weren't running late. Hooray!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Although, me as usual, could have posted the live stream. Oh, look. Um, oh, no sound?
Hey,
Craig is here,
Hmm.
but he cannot hear us. We can hear
I can hear me.
ourselves.
Can you hear us, Tuna?
Yeah. Let's see. I guess I could check on my end. No, I hear audio coming through.
Ooh.
Look, we have. Hey, Serge. You can be really
Hey
loud.
everybody!
Craig can't hear us, so you can say whatever you want.
No, he can hear us now. His volume was turned down.
I
um,
automatically
hate
do
that.
that on mine.
hello, Aaron.
You're kind of breaking up.
I was going to suggest to Craig just to turn off his computer and turn it back on. That always fixes everything.
Yeah, if your car breaks down, just turn it off, get out
Yeah,
the
turn it
car,
off.
close the doors, climb back in, and then wind the
That's
windows
right.
down.
Yep, that's right.
It
That
should be
always
fine.
works. Yeah.
Good morning, nice. Hey, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Does
The IT
anyone
crowd?
remember? Yeah, that's right. But prior to them, does anyone remember the bastard operator from hell?
The what?
Back in the early days of the internet, when many things were text-based because the time taken to download an image was not great,
Oh.
there was a just like a somewhat viral guy who was like the IT guy that you'd ring up, and he called himself the bastard operator from hell, and just was a crack up. All the stupid things that he'd have people do, or I don't know how much was real stories and how much was just made up, but was laughed a lot. Hang on, I'll try and find a couple of little stories and show you what I'm talking about. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard it. But while he's doing that, it looks like Craig. I don't know what that sound was, but it looks like Craig did see the. Oh, it may be me. See the description of today's live, which is about
That's weird.
honesty and good faith when making arguments online. And this suggestion came from Neal. Because for some reason, I don't know if Neal has been having experiences with people making bad faith and being dishonest online. Have you, Neal?
Yeah, yes. Well, it does seem to be rather common, doesn't it?
Yeah. Um,
And I don't know about
did
you,
you
but it
have
does.
did you have someone specific in mind, or was it just in general?
No one specific. It's
I'm
just the
sorry, there
whole
seems to be
general
a lot of breaking up on
experience
my end.
on YouTube at the moment. It's just so many people who just go on there to lie their asses off, and it's just like, can we just have a discussion where I can get 1 ounce of truth out of someone?
Oh,
Not to go
look,
metric, but
Ook, how's it
hello,
going?
Ook.
Hey all, am I
Nice to
loud now?
see you.
Does this thing work?
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Serge keeps on dropping off and coming back
I
on.
don't know. There was some sort of technical difficulties. You guys were getting gargly, I guess the term is. So it just restarted the stream.
Okay,
So
you turned
maybe
off
that'll
the
fix it.
car, got out,
Nope,
came
it
back
didn't fix
in.
it.
Oh,
I
Blarg is
got
sharing
to.
something. Ook, have you heard of this bastard operator from hell?
No.
Does that
Okay.
ring a bell?
Blood, we
well,
can't really read this unless you like increase the
I'll
font
read
or
it. I'll
something.
read it
Okay.
to you. Oh, hang on. I'll see. Oh, hang on. That might be better.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
I can
All
go
right.
even a little bit bigger.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, so it was just this guy's like IT help desk, and it's backup day today, so I'm pissed off. Being the bastard operator from hell, however, does have its advantages. I reassign null to be the tape device, so it's much more economical on my time. So user rings. Do you know why the system is slow? They ask. It's probably something to do with, I look up today's excuse, clock speed. Oh, not knowing what I'm talking about, they're satisfied. Do you know what will be fixed? Fixed. There's 275 users on your machine and one of them is used. Don't be so selfish. Log out now and give someone else a chance. But my research results due tomorrow and all I need is 1 page of laser print. Sure you do. Just keep telling yourself that, buddy, and I hang up. You'd really think people would learn not to call. Yeah, it's just this. It's well worth a read for anyone who's familiar with sort of oldie school IT stuff. So, and it really does go on and on. There's hundreds of these little stories. They wrote them, started writing them back in like 1992. Yeah, I am that old. So there we go.
Yeah, I think for people who are younger, it's hard to, kind of, what do you call it? Shoot, it's kind of hard to. Um, I guess it's just that some of this is like it's unfamiliar with them,
Yeah. Well, does everyone know what a floppy disk is? There's one.
Of course.
The general gist of it is he had a whole big list of excuses that he'd try those on various people who rang up to ask why something wasn't working. In one case, he advised that a person should get all of their floppy disks, put them in a pillowcase with a giant magnet. It was saying that it was due to solar flares. So get all your floppy disks, put them in a bag with a giant magnet, hold it above your head and run across campus with it in your with it. Yeah, that's the sort of things he'd be telling the poor bastards to do. It's anyway. I enjoy it.
And you remember Netscape Navigator? It's one of the original
Yes.
browsers.
That was
Yep.
fine. Yeah, my first experience of the internet was Netscape.
Yep.
And
The year before
are we
that,
on live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, had to
How
do
come
a
your channel's doing nothing?
Maybe it's
Over on your
pause.
channel. Oh, here we go.
It's fine on my
All
end.
right. It is on mine.
By the way, floppy disk is the, that thing that they make the icon for, the save icon.
Yes,
what
the
floppy disk
second
is, right?
floppy disk. The original floppy disk, the BBC ones, were literally floppy.
Yeah.
They were what, like 6 inches?
No,
8 inches. There's an 8
There were
inch.
8-inch.
Well,
5
Well,
Five
according to
one.
Aaron's, there was an 8 feet era where it was like the floppy disk was 8 feet.
Oh yeah, the originals.
Yeah, the 8 feet one.
No,
Yeah, the
that's
original
when you
8-foot
put
one.
the 27 different tapes in.
The 5 1/4 were more floppy. 3 1/2 were a little more stiff.
Yeah. Somewhere I had.
Who knew a guy that got one of those first fucking, what were they, Commodore 64s or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you had
Commodore
to-
64, the
Where
most
you had to
sold
load
computer
27
ever.
different tapes, 90 minutes long, to get a program to allow you to type a letter.
Yeah, it was very efficient.
I just looked at that with this guy, said, oh, no, eventually I'll be able to do all my office stuff here. And I just opened the briefcase and gave him a notepad and a pencil and said, fucking here.
Yeah.
Well, there was like initially, like on the Apple, you use the cassette recorder to load up the program. Like it'd be an audio cassette that you use to load data. I think it was on the
Look
Apple
at
too. Maybe it was something else. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it
But
was definitely an audio tape.
yeah,
Yeah, it was an
Yeah.
audio tape.
was it the Apple II that had that, or before
Yeah,
they had a
definitely
Yeah,
floppy?
they had
Apple.
some of
The first
those as
version of
well.
Apple had, was it a five and a? I think it actually was bigger than 5 1/4
No, they had
floppy.
like a cassette player that you used to load. Maybe it wasn't the Apple. Maybe it was something else. Oh.
I ignored computers until I could get porn on them, pretty much.
Most people did, and they ignored the
Um,
internet until that could happen. Yeah,
I
and
can remember.
VCRs.
I could do. I used to go around to people, get asked to go around. Oh, can you get my video to track? You know how you had to tune in your video to your TV and all that bullshit. Oh, I don't know how to do it. You're good at tech stuff. Come round. Oh, fuck me. And give me a video. And do you know, even people who were 60 and 70-year old, the first video they'd hand you was a porno. That was the only video anyone had ever had, was a porno.
Yeah, so I wonder if there are cave paintings that are porno, a version, like a
Yes,
porn version.
yes, they have found
Yeah,
pornographic.
there are.
the original goddess of Venus. It's
Well,
Yes,
yeah, that is
translated with a
that,
big fish.
but I'm thinking of like cave paintings. So there'd
yeah,
be some.
um, they have found them. I forget where. Um, the amount of drugs I'm on at the moment, my brain's not real fucking good.
Yeah, I think there
I'm
was
not.
one title something about the cave mother-in-law or something like that. I think there was like a whole genre of those cave.
Go just type in, historical dildos, and wow,
There's a whole collection, isn't there?
oh, there's a huge one. I think somewhere in Japan they have the largest prehistoric and Neolithic collection of dildos.
Well, but honestly, anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. I heard.
Yeah, but they've smoothed them up and they've really, you know.
That's a
I mean,
modern convenience. Smooth dildos are a modern convenience.
you wouldn't want to go grabbing a hedgehog and a stick,
Maybe in the past they did.
They were tougher back then.
That's right. Yeah. And not like us.
Mind you, I have seen a video. I have seen something along the lines of a toilet brush being used,
Oh, jeez.
which I
Oh,
fast
my.
forwarded through. So
Okay.
let's not
let's
go
see.
there. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
Yep.
I had a slight. Hang on. Back in a sec.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So back to our topic. We were talking about people being honest and having or making a good faith arguments online.
I got a bone to pick with this one, man. Like
Okay.
recently,
Yeah.
recently the surge of you cannot explain it, therefore Sky Daddy. You cannot know what it is, therefore I know it. You this, you that, you. The whole meta argument that if you cannot explain it, then I must be right. Like that shit is just straight up the wall for me, bro. Like
By
that's
the
why I
way,
keep saying, like you're
someone in
not
the
psychic.
sorry, I just
Yeah,
someone
go
in
ahead.
the last 15 minutes subscribed to this channel for some reason. I have no idea, but let me just share this. So someone, oops, a Penzer Norm. I'm not sure.
Panzernorm. Panzer.
Panzernorm. Anyway, for some reason that person subscribed about 15 minutes ago. Not sure
Cool.
why.
Yay!
Oh, I guess they must have liked this topic or something. I'm not sure, but whoops. But I thought so, Neil. I thought you had brought it up because of that. Was it? Oh, that John McCain account.
Well, that I mean that doesn't help, does it? It's
No, because it's hard to tell whether he's actually like trolling or whether he's actually being serious in some of the comments that he's make. Just because I feel like he's kind of like straddling both sides of the aisle, so to speak.
he's a bit disingenuous,
Yeah.
especially with China. He seems to have gone out of his way to attack China quite a few times. Um,
The thing is, he sometimes goes back and forth. It seems like he's attacking tuna, and then other times it seems like he's trying to. I don't know if this makes sense, but be on the atheist side, you know.
yeah, I think maybe he's rather self-aware, um,
But
and
it seems like
he's
a game, right? He's not
He's
actually
just a
yeah,
earnest.
if we
Yeah,
if we're talking
he's
about
off.
the guy I think we're talking about,
John
he's
McCain.
just a he's just a womble
Okay.
cock.
What does that mean?
Well, you might have heard the people say cockwomble.
No,
Yeah,
I have not.
it's a lovely expression.
Yeah, it goes to the there was a show, British show called The Wombles. Small furry creatures, smaller than a hamster, I suppose. Cartoon, the puppet things, and they used to have Great Uncle Bob area and all these other things. But just a thing, and
It was a show to get kids to tidy up,
yeah,
basically, and not
yeah,
throw litter out in the parks and gardens and everything.
yeah.
And it did very well, was massively popular, spawned two popular disco songs.
Yes,
It's
Wombaloo.
yeah,
But yeah, so from that kind of became cockwomble, and I've decided to try a new one, which is like tadpole cock, but wombles are very small, they're very shy, so just call them a cock womble
Okay,
or a
so
womble cock.
how does that apply to the John McCain account?
He's a very small dicked wanker.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
very small dicked wanker. Um,
yeah. There's
I've
just something off about him. He doesn't come across
yeah
as massively sincere.
yeah he's the creepy womble uncle who
Yeah,
never got invited to the tea parties on Wimbledon Common.
Yeah, his
Uh,
beef with me is that when I was trying to argue against Pirate to say that his idea that if you just say that you are someone of the opposite gender, that's sufficient. So I was arguing against that to say that, well, if that's what you think, then you could be someone who owns a beauty pageant and wants to go look at some naked teens and just declare themselves a girl and pop in. um, and his argument against that was that I could have selected a better, I guess, example instead of Trump. I could have selected that Richard Cox guy, who's a sex offender, who called himself a trans person and what actually went into women's dressing rooms, and the staff of I don't know if it was a some kind of workout place or not, but the staff essentially kind of let him in because he declared himself as as a trans person. So, I mean, yes, it's another example, but for him to be upset or as upset he is that I didn't choose that as an example where someone is, could be considered to have been trying to make trans look bad, uh, even though someone, he's obviously, doing it in a criminal way. Uh, that was a better example. Uh, but both. I mean, I guess arguably, that could be considered an example. Although, that person seemed like they had more of kind of a mental issue. So if his point is that Trump also has a mental issue, I don't know if that's what he was trying to get at. But just to say that because I didn't select some extreme example, that's kind of a pet example of his, to have against trans people. He thinks that that is a something that shows that I'm somehow, I don't know, biased because I didn't choose this extreme example of a sex offender who's a criminal sex offender who's actually making trans people look bad by demonstrating this whole idea that people could just declare themselves trans and they have to be treated that way. In that case, our society should not be treating someone just because they declare themselves as a trans person to be a trans person. And that was actually my argument, against
Yeah.
someone being able to do that.
Well, there was
Just
something
in the
back
little
in the
gap.
day you said
Sorry.
about well, if you want to be trans, you've got to look the part, right? You actually have to be trying to look trans, and
Well, he took
uh,
that as, he
out of
said
context.
that
Yeah,
was my, yeah, he said that was my argument. It wasn't me saying, well, you have to look trans, right? It was like you have to have other, you know, uh, properties of the other gender. You can't just say you're a woman. You actually
You have to
have to
present
be
as the other.
presenting as a woman, right? Yeah.
There's there's an interesting approach used in with Aboriginals in Australia, where in order to be accepted as an Aboriginal person, you get essentially other Aboriginal people accept you as that because of your connection to them and culture. Um, it's a kind of a strange way of doing this sort of process because in that case, you get a lot of people who are Aboriginal or who have Aboriginal ancestry who are about as white as a person comes. So, and you just
You
say,
need
well,
you need two elders
to
to
accept
agree with
that,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
to agree and accept you as a member of that tribal group,
and they have to
then
be
you can,
female elders.
yeah. So,
It's
and
very
it's all connected to your
it's weird.
connection to them and culture and the rest of it. So occasionally, people who actually don't have any Aboriginal ancestry are accepted that way. It's kind of interesting, but maybe something similar to that is an approach. But before we move on, I just want to roll back to the floppy disks. I took a moment to find it, but years ago, years ago, the work was throwing out some old hardware, and I spotted this, and I had to keep one of them. So I'm just going to turn on my camera here. Check out this beastie.
ooh,
That
oh, she
is an
birdie.
eight. That is an 8-inch floppy. Look at it, floppy, totally flopped. Like just for scale, look at the size of a mobile phone compared to it. It is behemoth. But if you look really closely, check what it says about bytes. How much
Oh
it
my
can
God,
store.
there's 256. It's 3 digits of bytes.
Yeah,
And that's the double
Wow.
density, right?
it's double density, double sided.
Yeah, double. Yeah, you
Literally,
had to.
a big fat Nico pen or Sharpie, a fat tip Sharpie has a higher density if you just wrote the information on the cover of the disc than this disc, and you just go, that's bonkers. one of the most
That's
amazing
half
things
a
I've ever
nipple
seen.
in porn speak.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
very
kind of reminds me of
pixelated
that
at that.
scene.
Yeah.
So
But
Kind
there
of
you
The
that
go.
reminds me
is
of
a
that
that
scene
is a
from The
good point
Simpsons.
though, that you could actually put more information just by writing small on that amount of
You could
space.
write large and put more
Yeah,
information on it.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. A big fat Nico pen, and you
Wow.
can put more on it. It's bizarre. Like, what possible use can this have had that is better than just writing it down? Honestly, it's bonkers. But anyway, there we go. I thought I'd show people that because that is a hell of a thing.
the
Wow.
Well,
the BBC Apple ones that we had at primary school, because they tried to make every school have a computer. They were 6 inches,
Ooh.
but I think they were like, they'd finally got to K then.
Well, that's what they tell the girls.
Yeah.
um,
But the
about
homing
10 years
computer was
ago,
the save symbol. The hard floppies, as we used to call them, the mini discs before mini discs were a thing.
What were you saying,
You,
Serge?
you really, you really do
so
need to get that looked at if you've got a hard floppy.
okay,
We had punch
uh,
cards.
Oh, my dad was telling me about punch cards. Yeah,
punch cards are awesome. About
we
10
used to
years
do
ago,
radar
I watched a
operating for the Navy.
documentary on the preservation of nuclear silos, and they were still using computers from the 80s with those exact size disks to retain information.
Which is bad
Yeah,
because I don't think they last that long. The
some of the
magnetic.
banks were having
Well,
that problem as well, because there are these internal components that are just so vital to the functioning that it was just basically considered impossibly difficult to change away from them. So there are these giant platters, or like hard disk platters that you can buy. You can still buy today that are, I don't know, like 20 inches across or something of that range, and it stores like 1 megabyte on a 20-inch platter. And these things are still manufactured because some banks still use them to run core functionality in the center of the systems. It's insane how difficult it is sometimes to undo some of the hardware arrangements that get done. So yeah, that'd be why the nuclear silos have the same thing, because they just can't find a window where it's, or a way in which they want to do this that they feel safe with. So just stick with what you know.
I believe in business, they call those legacy costs, as in, like, something is so proprietary, so necessary that you still have to keep paying for it and you don't have the ability to update it because, like you said, there's no time.
Well, it's more
So,
of as long as they can continue to use that, it's not worth the cost of doing the transformation to the newer technology.
yeah, so the
Um,
legacy cost.
yeah, it's just, I mean, it probably ultimately isn't even that expensive, but it's not worth it if something's already working. But by the way, Craig Kelly learned to program on the ZX Spectrum and old BBC computers. So, yes, it still does go back to porn. um,
Porn drives
Ook is
everywhere.
looking far better than I last remembered. So, are you feeling better, Ook?
Um,
You certainly look better.
sort of. I'm getting more sleep. I've got better drugs.
Oh,
One
more
good
sleep
thing is,
is
yeah,
definitely is a big benefit.
is I had another neurological evaluation, and I got a look of, ooh. Well, I got some good news and bad news. What's the bad news? Well, there isn't any actually. You've now you've become progressively worse in a short period of time. which is good news because that moves me up the waiting list.
Oh my.
And I should be category 1 once they look at it, which means they have to basically do something within like 2-3 months. Category 1 means, say if you were cardiac, it would mean if they don't look at you within 6 months, you're probably going to die. So category 1 in neurology.
I don't know if that's good news. Wow, that's.
Oh yeah, it really is, because I've been stuck on category 3 and 4 for the last 7 years, and won't move up the scale until my spine gets worse. I was category 2 before COVID, and then when COVID hit, they took everyone off the waiting list for operations. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, which I'm having problems feeling anything below my knees.
Hmm.
And because I've had a couple of falls, the artificial joints that I got further up my spine have played up a bit or whatever. And today I've had one diazepam or Valium, and I'm able to roll a smoke. My hand's pretty stable. This one's not.
And
That's right.
that's the hand that you used to shoot.
No. Pistol.
Okay. No, that was from
The-
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, the left one is the rifle.
Yeah.
Right is pistol.
So I mean, stories like that is kind of what like a lot of Americans used to say. Oh, how bad universal care is. But the trade-off is that in the U.S., there are people who just don't get any care.
I watched a clip
Yeah, it's
last
terrible.
night.
You go, oh, you've got to wait to get care. You go, I'd much rather not be able to get
Not
care
get
at all
yeah.
unless
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Otherwise, it's communism.
In Canada, yeah, it happens, but it's not as frequent as they're making it out to be.
Yeah. It's that thing of, I watched a clip last night where a guy said, I don't care. I'd vote for anyone who removes the property taxes in America. And hang on, property taxes pay for your schools. I don't want any taxes.
And there is. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you want health care? Nope. No one should get anything for free. No one needs to be given anything for free. Why would anyone want? I wouldn't go to a doctor if it was free.
It's not free, it's subsidized.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to a doctor? Oh, I'm 64 and I haven't been to a doctor since I was in my teens. Yeah, I can tell you got less teeth than me, and you weigh about 700 pounds.
By the way, welcome, Steve-O.
How you doing,
glad
everybody?
you were able
Hi,
to join
Steve-O.
us.
Hey, Steve-O.
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring anyone. I just find it really hard to type at the moment. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm not typing too much.
Yeah, and also not on the comments very much, right? And also Blarick not on the comments since he has a life. Unlike us, the rest of us.
We have
who
no
don't.
lives.
We have no lives.
I've been spending a lot of time designing and planning and playing around with cat furniture. I think with a little bit of luck, I might be able to actually make some decent pocket money out of doing that. Using, just going around, tree loppers before they get the big branches and shit and put them in the wood chipper. Just go to them and say, excuse me, can I have a few of those bigger branches and whatever I can fit in a trailer, and bring them home and scrape off the bark, let them dry out, wrap some jute around them, or some nice natural hemp rope, and away you go. So, yeah, I think might be able to make some money out of that, and I should be able to do most of that sitting down. I still can't drive. They haven't fixed my glasses. They put they worked out what's wrong. The transitional glasses that go from light to dark, like sunglasses, they put the coating on the inside instead of the outside of the glasses, which means I don't need a rear vision mirror when I'm driving. I can actually see things in my glasses behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Which just freaked the shit right out of me. And I managed to. There's a cop shop about 2 kilometres away. I managed to make it to the cop shop, do a U-turn, and came home at about 15 kilometres an hour. And people blowing the horn at me, and I'm sort of like, shut up, I'm in a 30-year-old Volvo and I wear a flat cap. Leave me alone.
By the way, we do have a joke from Craig Kelly that I missed. How do we know Peter the fisherman from the Bible was a rich man? Because of his net income. Padamtish.
Boom.
Good one. I love it.
Yeah, he probably didn't have a high net income, though.
Does everyone know what an Australian kiss is?
No.
No, I can't say I do.
No, it's just like a French kiss, only down under.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
The opposite end of that scale
an
is the
oldie.
68.
Yeah.
The 68. It's like a 69, but you owe one.
What did the communal wafers say at the start of Mass? My body is ready.
Oh.
No.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to the main topic.
Yeah.
I was just going to say we got a census coming up in Australia, and of course, just like our voting gets compulsory.
Wait, was it God that ordered that census, or was it Satan?
I guess it depends on
You
how you
could
think of the prime minister.
Yeah,
the census
depends on
office
which book.
God.
Yeah.
I think, the census office is probably the closest thing to God. Tax office is Satan.
And will the prime minister get punished by God for initiating the census? I heard God's
Depends
for
on what
some
the
reason.
census says.
Yeah, for some reason God hates censuses and actually punished
he has to run
David.
to. If there's a census happening, he has to go to Egypt.
Oh, actually, Tuna Man, I do remember the Zork games, the text game. That's something where now with AI, you could have like a version of that might be very interesting. Where AI essentially just kind of does a storytelling that creates the plot as you go.
But with the census, first time we're able to do it online, which is nice instead of filling out,
I did it
Instead of
online
having
last year.
to
Last
instead
time.
of having to migrate to your hometown with your
Was it on
wife,
last time, was it?
with your pregnant
Yeah,
wife.
yeah. I definitely did it online last time. You might have missed the missed the memo.
I missed the memo, yeah. But so we're looking at, hopefully, we're going to get well over 50% non-religious.
Well, because most of the religious people can't figure out how to get online.
How to get online. Yeah.
No, there's been a converging set of trend lines across all the Australian censuses. that if you just followed the trend line, it meant that the expectation was that no religion surpassed Christianity for the first time around about 4 years ago. So it would have been almost immediately following the last census. It was that close, and the trend line was that steep. So yeah, if that trend line continues, then yeah, we'd be expecting to see like a 3-point gap in the other direction now, with 3% more no religion compared to Christianity. But
So it just
Christianity
means we're going
does.
to have more evangelicals and things. Oh, have you heard of a thing called air evangelism? That's it, air evangelism.
That's a new one on
It,
me.
it's those wankers who
Me
get on
too. Please
planes and
explain.
start singing songs.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
that in Australia that happens in trains where, some
yeah, they get
and
kicked out. Yeah,
but they get on the train and start evangelizing.
Oh,
yeah, and
Oh
We
yeah,
we
I've
get
seen that.
usually
callers.
I
someone
It is a real
kicks their
quick way to
bag
get
out.
punched in the face.
Yeah,
yeah, it
but
is.
sky evangelism. They're apparently it's like there's cracking down on it
Well,
in
just imagine, right? If a bunch of Muslims got on the plane and started talking about Islam and all that, I mean, people would get nervous, wouldn't
pulling
That's a
out
you
the
get?
little on the
That
nose,
guitars
freak the fuck
bro.
and
out.
It's pretty on the nose.
That it is.
But I
and
mean, it's essentially the same, right? If you get a
yeah,
Christian evangelist getting on and
Spirit
talking about how they,
Airlines has been apparently having a lot of them.
ironic.
They're ironic. Yeah.
All right,
Or
but still.
anyone, really. Like if
Um,
you saw anyone with a belief in, say, the Azatru, which is the new neo northern pagan. So at this place, like, have you heard about Odin?
mm,
Like they could do the exact same thing.
they're threatening to turn it to just automatically land the plane now and get
I
them
mean,
off.
I do think that there are some laws. Maybe it doesn't apply for airplanes, but about kind of doing those things to a captive audience. Like whether they're in a bus or a train,
Yeah, I
where
mean,
you can't actually leave.
yeah, like here
Well,
in the U.S., it's one thing to preach in public, but in a train or somewhere, like I said, you're a captive audience, and there's no way you can just walk away right away. That that definitely uh, should be counted as First Amendment free speech or freedom of religion at all.
In the UK, you
They
need a
used to do it on the
license.
trains here, and people would wait till because they'd always do it next to the doors, and people would wait till you got to a station, and then someone would kick their bag or their guitar case out the door, so they'd have to run out, and then you'd hit the emergency shut of the door and travel off. But yeah, but yes, they're
Cool but
looking at
effective.
across the board if they're making to make sky evangelizing a uh,
Well, I mean, I guess
it's it
the stewardess or
same as
the
being drunk or
staff.
something on a
Well,
plane.
that's it. Yeah,
Federal offence.
it yeah it's well, it would be a federal offence if the stewards, one of the cabin staff said,
Not
quiet
to do
and
it.
sit
Yeah.
down,
Yeah,
and you refused to follow their directions, you'd be committing a federal offence, certainly in Australia.
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
So
actually
I,
saw
it
it's
a
seems like,
busking.
yeah. So
And
it doesn't seem like there needs to be a law. It just the staff just has to kind of have
enforce
instructions
it.
to, yeah, to say that if you see that happen, tell them not to.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
yeah,
yeah, I saw
it's
that on
treated like busking is over here. So in
uh,
order to do it,
They
Promise
you
just
have to have
Buckland's Promise Buckland's
public
channel had
license.
that
we also
bit of it.
deal with corner preachers, and we'll deal with someone with a megaphone standing around on the street. Like I understand that because it's a public space, but on a plane or on a train, like what the fuck? It's
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
just
no,
some
that's
different social
completely illegal
dynamics,
here.
if I may.
What kind of paperwork do you need when you preach?
It's like a busking
Bible?
license.
But
You need
can you
Yep.
just say I don't need no license, I have the Bible?
you still get arrested.
Or
Yeah.
you just say, we don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah. We don't need no sticky
Unless you're
licenses.
on
Yeah,
Speaker's Corner.
blazing
Well,
saddles.
they still get exemptions though, in some ways. I'm not sure of where and when, but they do get exemptions
Well, at
just
least
to
in the
stand
US, I
there and
think,
claim.
they could make a case out of it and say that it's religious freedom.
Yeah, well, they do the same thing in Canada, of course. Like I see street preachers all the time. There's someone
I
with a
might be.
megaphone standing
Yeah,
downtown.
but Canada isn't a real country, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, the statute of limitations must have left on this one. We used to living waters, that whole
Oh, yeah.
church thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sort of
Isn't
started.
Canada's northern Wyoming?
That's right. It's North Dakota.
That's right, North
It
Dakota.
started up north in Australia. Was sort of where it kicked off, and they started doing like little prayer meetings out in the, down on the beach or whatever, and it was just pissing people off. So what a few of my mates worked out is we had a whole heap of water fire extinguishers, big ones, industrial type ones. So you could unscrew them, fill them up with water again, and just repressurize it. And if you were lucky enough to have a car that had the quarter window, the windows that used to tilt out, little quarter window, you could stick the nozzle of the fire extinguisher, shut the quarter window, and drive along, and have your mate in the front seat just hit the trigger for the fire extinguisher and shoot out water at it. It's just a beefed up version of a super soaker. But if you've got 9 cars with fire extinguishers in them, you can really ruin a street preacher's gathering quite effectively. And we did, because if they're preaching on the top of the beach, no one's going to get their gear off on the beach. So if you're going to interfere with someone's perving, you deserve everything you get. I mean, everyone has a right to see tits.
Is Ray Comfort a cult leader?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Pretty much.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's a cult leader. He's just, you could kind of say he's an evangelical or
It's a
evangelizer.
cult
where-
figurehead.
He's,
He
he's
started
the
his own
leader
religion.
of the cult.
Oh,
Leader
wait,
of the
did he?
cult of the hand banana.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
is that right? What is the cult that Ray started?
Is it Living Waters?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
I think
Living
so,
Waters.
yeah.
That
Oh,
sounds like
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, does that really count as a cult as opposed to a denomination?
Yep. They have
Can be both. David
their
Koresh
own
is an
banking
example.
system, their own. They've got a financial system, a financial institution that supposedly isn't affiliated with them, but which everyone does pay into. They give low interest loans to members of Living Waters. It's
Well, I mean, giving low interest loans to their members, I don't think that in itself makes a bad.
It's weird.
So it becomes a cult, and most cult it becomes an obvious cult when the cult leader says that he can have a harem. So if Ray Comfort still
Uh,
starts
uh,
saying how, the
Well,
female,
most of his people who were in charge of churches pretty much have that, except it's kept quiet-ish. Yeah, there's a lot of swinging going on in those sort of places.
yeah. I mean, because the thing is, like, if you're going to use religion to get power, and it's generally men who do that, they're going to use that to get women, right? Get laid. Otherwise, what's the purpose of getting all that power if you're not going to abuse it to, sexually abuse your members? Because that's
It's all
generally
about
what
dominance at
happens.
this point.
I
Like
mean,
the like
look at
Jesus's young
Muhammad and
the
look
young man
at
in
Joseph
Jesus's bed.
Smith. Well, yeah. But if you look at things like what Muhammad said, basically he allows himself to have multiple wives while at the same time limiting it to his others. And then of course Joseph Smith, he's like, oh, you know what? God said we could have multiple wives, and polygamy is a good thing. Is it just? I mean, Joseph Smith and Brigham Young and those guys, right? They all just kind of like started taking advantage of their position and just saying that God said it's okay. I mean, that's when you know that you're in a cult. And I'm sure there's like all those other cults like, David Koresh and all those guys. I'm sure they must have had harems.
you can probably
Well,
name up
yeah,
a whole
he
bunch
was
of cults.
well known for that.
Well, God never said it wasn't. That's the thing. The Bible is supposed to be objective. So all the answers must be in it. Ergo, if it doesn't say no, it's applicable.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the Bible that specifically says that you can't have multiple wives. What Christians will generally point out is, God made one man and one woman. So the first
Yeah,
ones
they
were,
pass off the multiple wives thing as a cultural
yeah,
Oh, for
thing.
sure.
yeah, because apparently their Bible is not about objective morality when it comes to that.
What
Just
was
when they
the
talk about atheists, atheists don't have objective morality, but they do, except when it talks about slavery, when it talks about polygamy and all those other things that they're not comfortable with. Anyway, go ahead, Ook.
what was the main point? Topic?
All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go back again.
Yeah.
Let's try to go back. We keep on getting
Yeah, we get
sidetracked.
sidetracked way
Well,
too much.
I
Yeah.
think I'm about half an inch away of before I
Wait, are
can
you
start.
sidetracking us again?
Yes, he
Uh,
is.
I'm side bearding. I'm side bearding.
Okay,
uh,
side. Okay.
I
dishonest
have my
argumentation. There, I brought it back.
I have my box of
You're
beard.
nuts.
Yes.
No, they're beard
Oh,
beads.
sorry. Okay, I thought those were nuts.
No, these are nuts. Anyway, but
According to
yeah,
wife number 19 of Brigham Young, who wrote a book, Smith would literally discuss at his dinner table with his friends and wives what to add to his bomb. His wife was tired of their drunken what? Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
So she asked him to ban alcohol.
Ah.
Wait, add to his
my,
bomb bill of material? That must mean
The
something.
Book of
It must
Mormon.
mean.
It's got to be a Mormon term. I don't know.
It's the Book of Mormon.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
Book of Mormon. Ah.
okay. His
Oh, add
own
to his
Book of
Book of Mormon.
Mormon?
Yeah,
I
that makes sense.
I read 3 pages of that and threw it in the bin. It's the only book that I've ever thrown in a bin.
I used to have a copy of it, but we lost it. Long since lost it.
Oh, the amount
I
of
used
Book
to have
of
a copy
Mormon
of
I go with South
Dianetics.
Park is enough.
I got a DVD of Dianetics.
They were
Somebody,
big on DVDs, though. They were.
yeah, I remember I got mine. I was going to Walmart, big box store, and they had these Scientology nuts out front doing what was that auditing? What's that they call it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's
front-
auditing, yeah.
Yeah, they were doing all that in front of just random people outside of a big box store, and I'm like, I stopped by. I was like, I'll just check it out, see what all the hubbub is about. I did, and they're trying to convert me. Gave me the DVD, all the contact information. Like, whatever.
All
Put
right,
my
I'll
DVD in.
tie this. I'll tie this to our topic, which is, um, online arguments, whether they are honest and whether they are in good faith.
Well,
So,
that's a good segue.
so, so that the equivalent of someone sitting outside of Walmart pushing Dianetics is, guys like Richard Young and CP, where they're
Yeah.
just spamming the
Yeah.
comment section with just the same thing over and over, with the hopes that I don't know what hope is, that someone would see that and somehow convert to Christianity. I'm not sure. Uh,
Yeah.
so here's just and
There,
Richard Young is especially notorious
I've,
for doing this
I've worked it
because,
out. They're not trying to convert anyone. They're trying to destroy the AXP,
well,
and
I
they
mean, it's
pretty
kind
much
of
What?
succeeded.
silly. I mean, this doesn't destroy the XP.
Well,
They're
Uh,
it does
supporting it no matter what.
because there's no one is going into the comments anymore because you can. It's just a what? Yeah, they're making it
They
a
really do
hostile
need to
place.
just kick these fuck knuckles out. It's
Yeah,
just
Well, I think
there are
that's a
good
good
reasons.
point. I
yeah.
mean, I think it is right. If you look at the commenters, it's mostly us regulars and the regular trolls, right? You don't,
Yeah.
you rarely get anyone new that you haven't seen. But
Yeah,
this
no one
just
comes
just as
anymore.
an example, just to show, right? Richard Young, he's like, he made a comment here, he made a comment here. So he just like, I mean, this is literally just spamming, right? He just goes and just makes comment after. I mean, how many comments is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 comments in a row. Where, I mean, it's some. He kind of seems to do have a theme, where he just. I mean, like he gets on a theme and he creates these multiple different comments and he just like posts it, and he kind of does it in order. So this empty tomb. So by the way, we don't even know where that tomb is, but a tomb being empty is not an argument. Oh my gosh. Uh,
There are three official um, tombs in Jerusalem, depending on
One
whether
in
you're Catholic,
Japan.
Yep.
one in whether you're Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, or Russian Orthodox, I think, or Ethiopian. Well, no, the Ethiopian tomb is in Ethiopia. Yeah, it
well,
gets
there
really,
is also one in Japan, but it's not
yes,
empty
yeah, no,
and it's not a tomb.
it's full of goats.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
so there were a couple people who have made comments about there should be a mod, and I think Neil, you had responded that you had offered, and Nuke, I think in the past you have said a few times
yeah,
that you had offered
the,
to
I know
mod.
I've once offered,
they
but
refuse. They rely on the the answer came back as YouTube has terms of service, and we rely on people to report and YouTube to
It doesn't
enforce,
work anymore. YouTube does
which
not
is
enforce its
bullshit.
No.
terms of service anymore.
I mean,
They
and
used
maybe
to,
in the past they used to, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
but
but
they've
it's
And
stopped
changed
doing it
so much
over the
now.
past few years.
and
So
I
it
think the
doesn't work anymore.
reason that AXP is still coming up on people's feeds is because of the amount of comments. Because you look at a video that's maybe 5 minutes long, and you've got 13 to 1400 comments, and you go,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'd like to have a look at
Yeah,
that,"
that is huge. So
and
that's
it's
good.
full of
Yeah,
Richard
it's just
Young, and
shit.
yeah,
And you're like, and then you don't ever come back again.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
because
it's
if you look
feeding.
at the list of unique commenters in any video on AXP, it's the same people, right? There's rarely any where you get someone new that
I
comments
saw
in here.
Neppy's returned.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And well, in exchange, we stopped getting comments from Pirate and Florida.
Really, I've been in the
Yeah.
forums in a while,
Well,
so
Oh, so here's I mean, I was just actually looking to see if there was a unique user. This person is unique. It's the first time I've seen this person. When a thumbnail is as cringe as the thing itself, secondhand embarrassment. I'm not sure what the point of that was. That it was cringe. That the thumbnail was cringe. Um, I think the thumbnail is just what is it? Oh shoot. I think this is the
It's
one
usually
about
just
the what is it? The latest one. Oh shoot, I can't see it. Okay. I'm just trying to show or share the thumbnail or have
God
it show
bans
with the thumbnail.
selfishness.
Oh yeah, it's the shellfish thing. I guess maybe they didn't like
Shellfish.
the yeah, maybe they didn't like the pun. The
Look it up because
shit, I'm just trying to look it up. Ah,
Okay, so that
sorry.
was
Oh, it
what
said
2
God,
days
slavery
ago.
okay, shellfish no way.
ah,
So that was what they didn't like. Actually, here I'll show it to you.
yeah,
2 days ago, and
Yeah,
as
so
of
so this
now,
is this is the thumbnail, and apparently this bothered that person enough that they posted a comment
yeah. Where it is that?
and it's got 1,169 comments.
from the same set of people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go in. Sort by newest. Oh, fuck. Paul, Richard. Oh, fuck. Yeah. But I think
I mean, the
it's a
thing is, like,
conservative.
it has a lot of comments, right? Out of there's like 2,000 views, 2.1 thousand views, and there's 1.1 thousand 1.1 thousand comments. There are very few videos where it would have that ratio, where you can kind of say that half the people who viewed it commented, but obviously it's not half the people commenting. It's
It's
if you count the
10.
unique user, maybe yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 10, and five of them are my accounts where I'm just pretending it's them, according to Link. So
uh, I mean, it's a
I said
double-edged
something,
sword.
one of the few comments I've made in the last month or so to one of Q's comments, and that he was that, where is he? John
yeah.
McLean it came straight in and accused me of being Q,
Oh, did he?
summoning,
Oh yeah,
um,
summoning that one. I somehow
yeah,
summoned you.
summoning your clone accounts, and it's sort of like, oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, some people just need to be kicked in the crutch till their nose bleeds. Seriously, I've
There's,
always wanted to try that.
What, summoning an
So
evil
hard their
spirit?
kids are
No,
born
no,
bruised.
kicking someone in the crutch till their nose bleeds.
you pretty
Um,
much have destroyed them by then.
I think it'd be
It would
an
have been pretty
interesting
cool.
experiment.
Yeah, just don't get the details all at once. Don't want to cause any problems.
But yeah, at this point, I think it's a, a planned, coordinated um, attempt to completely destroy the channel.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, they don't need to do that to destroy that channel.
I mean,
I mean, they're getting less and less people, like, for example, just calling in. And we have these kind of new group of, I guess, anti or atheist channels, like Justin and, like Dr. Blitz and those guys. So
yeah.
uh, they're doing much better. And also, I think a lot of these debates are moving to TikTok. So like these atheist channels, YouTube channels, they're connecting into TikTok, actually including the AXP. They've now kind of expanded
Do the
onto
vertical
TikTok.
screen.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
the vertical, which I hate. I hate the vertical streams. because I
I
can't look
You
at the.
can't fast forward.
Yeah, you can't do the faster speed.
Yeah.
Because generally, that's what I'll do on the live stream. If I get in late, I'll scroll to the beginning and to just put it to like 2x speed or 1.5 speed, and then just kind of catch up. But you can't do that on the vertical stream. But I
Last week,
don't know if you
there,
noticed, but the other channels, the lesser channels, if you want to call it, like Truth Wanted, they get a lot of views on the vertical stream compared to the YouTube stream. I don't know if you've noticed that.
no,
Yeah, well, I've noticed it just generally that the shorts in the vertical get a lot more views for the same content these days than the yeah. I'm not quite sure what's driving that, but
Well, I mean,
that's
that's
apparently the way
TikTok.
things are going. Yeah.
what's
I mean,
happened to the live comment, to the live chat on AXP?
mm,
It's disappeared.
Really?
no, they never. I mean, they didn't have it before. I mean, you mean the replays, or oh, you mean the live chats during the live
The
itself?
show, yeah,
Oh,
it,
I haven't
it's
caught it
gone.
live in a while, so I don't. Wow.
Yeah,
wait, Neil, which one is the usual way to watch? Which one, the vertical? Oh, what I had
that
described
one.
in terms of
Yes,
catching
Yeah,
up. Okay,
speed. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like especially when it's a long stream, it's a way to kind of reduce it. But let me just show here. So if you look at like this, like this is it's got or just misunderstood. I guess you can't tell here, but generally like the ones you'll see that like this one has like 3.2 thousand views 7 days ago. I'm trying to match it, but I can't match it. Why are the days different? Or maybe I have to do the live. Uh, okay, yeah, here we go. So here's the vertical stream, and here's the regular stream. The regular stream has 697 views. The vertical has 31,000. And normally
Well,
Truth Wanted doesn't get
here's the
31,000, right?
thing with that. If it's coming from TikTok, you get a lot more casual users
Yeah,
from TikTok, so you
yeah,
probably see a much higher count on a vertical because that's come from TikTok, and they have a lot more people going on there.
yeah.
I can't watch that born again atheist. She honestly needs to smack over the head.
Oh, this person?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've not watched that.
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, but they've at least like somehow kind of caught up in a way, or they figured, since if they hadn't done this, they would be getting hundreds of views, but now they're getting thousands of views.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
So
they've at least figured it out, right? These are the ones. Oh, I guess it took a while for it to catch on, but this is a vertical stream at 168 views.
yeah, because
So
I don't think they announced that they're gonna go like TikTok streams, so it had to catch up, like you said.
okay. So starting about a month ago, they were able to get it up to like, like 19,000 views and 31,000 views. I mean, which is pretty phenomenal, right? 31,000 views, 22,000 views. Um, yeah. So I mean, they're taking advantage of it.
And I can't blame them.
Yeah, which is good. But the AXP just in general, I think just in terms of because they were not getting callers, they kind of had to, go into going into TikTok and trying to get TikTok users.
Yeah, because
But
you get a yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but yeah, I haven't seen any like a big influx of callers.
Um, Last week, Truth Wanted, not Truth Wanted, Torquay and AXP had a total of, I think it was 7 hours combined and 3 calls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um, Side note, that little me throwing my hat off then and everything. Yeah, I've developed a new. Has anyone experienced muscle cramping on their shins, the front of their shins?
No, no.
Not in the front of my shins.
Always like calves.
Yeah,
I had
calves
one.
and all that.
I had a really strange one a couple of weeks back on the side of my shin, and it was a
Yeah,
really slow motion cramp. It's,
yeah,
yeah, it was just I didn't even know there was a muscle there.
yeah.
I'm like, what the
This,
hell?
I'm getting like all my muscles from knee down, including into my toes, fibrillate by themselves
Ooh.
um, whenever. And that just then was a muscle cramp on the front of my shin. And it's the closest analogy I can put to is like being hit with a hockey stick, a field hockey stick, continuously without shin pads on. And oh, fuck me. I didn't even know there was muscles. I mean, I can't feel any muscles really on a shin, but fuck, they can. Yeah, so shin cramping.
Wait,
It's
what does that gotta do? Wait, how did we get onto shin cramping?
oh, that was me.
Don't
Just
even ask.
if you saw me, I threw off my hat, took off my
Okay.
glasses, and had to
Oh,
grab a
okay.
tissue because
Oh my.
it's tear inducing,
Wow.
and it's
Ooh.
yeah, it's just something. Yeah, I, but yeah, if you have it on the, is it on the inside of the leg there, blood, the inside of the shin, where the calf muscle just sort of goes over the edge of the shin?
Um, no, I'm not
Can't really
sure.
remember. Yeah,
All right,
but
so
yeah,
this is the atheist
sorry.
experience, and
Yeah,
they're not really able to capitalize on the vertical stream, right? This is like 1,000 for vertical, and on the regular is 4,600. This was like a month ago, so maybe they need to have it go on a little bit longer. So this is with Justin and what's his name, a cross examiner,
No,
which
Jesse
gets a
Barrett.
lot of views, right? So
I know
this one
Jesse
has
Barrett.
9,000 views, but on the vertical it only got 1.7 thousand views. So right now it's kind of amazing that Truth Wanted gets a lot more views than the AXP.
I think the line is probably gonna be a big one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the line does a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, with the line, they're actually kind of doing it as a business, right? So they have a lot of content
Yeah,
going
that's
on,
right. That makes sense.
and yeah, and so they generally get, at least, this is probably like normal 12, 15,000.
Yeah.
Like here's 45,000, and that was on the vertical stream. 7.6 thousand on the regular. So yeah,
I
so
mean,
they're
even Godless Engineer, Kentucky Atheist are pushing better numbers than AXP.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is yeah. I mean,
Quite
the,
amazing.
there's a lot of subscribers on the AXP, but those are probably just legacy subscribers where they're not really actively
Yeah,
watching.
most likely, yeah.
Yeah,
You got allegedly Ian,
Ian.
you've got
Yeah,
Joel reads the Bible, John Cohen.
yeah.
Um,
Those are like the newer generation where they're really kind of taking the place of the AXP, and
Yeah.
the AXP is dying. And it's not because of these commenters that are just
no, it's the board.
It's
It
competition.
yeah,
no
it's
no no.
competition as well, right?
It's the but it's also the board. They
Yeah.
this thing of not being able to talk any politics or anything is
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
need
that's the
to.
difference, though, right? Because they are nonprofit, and all these other guys are not.
That's true. That's true. They gotta watch what they could talk about.
Yeah, but I think it's time to stop playing nice, put on the big boy pants, and step up. And yeah, um, you
Well, but
can't.
that is kind of the limitation, and it's an unfair limitation that
Yeah.
as a nonprofit that they can't talk about politics, while churches, ironically, can, right? Or
So
they aren't supposed to, but they do.
Yeah,
yeah.
they do.
So get rid of the non-profit and
Well, I mean,
You know,
that's a decision, a business decision that they have to
yeah.
make whether they want to stay nonprofit because they, I'm sure, get donations through that nonprofit organization that um, they wouldn't be able to get if they were not
Well,
nonprofit.
Kelly and the other guy who's a with the painted fingernails is quite good, but they're on the board, and they're a very non-confrontational sort of. They're taking a non-confrontational stand, and at the moment, I don't think taking a non-confrontational stand against evangelical fundamentalism of all stripes is the right thing to do. I think it's time to start yelling and screaming and
Yeah, I mean,
no
Yeah,
violence.
but I mean, but they don't need to. I mean, because they are an atheist channel, not a politics channel. They technically shouldn't have to be going into politics.
Mm, but yeah, I don't want them to necessarily go into politics, but basically things like
Well, I mean, what they could do is they
they're
could
taking too
stop.
soft of an approach.
Yeah, right. They don't have to kind of walk on eggshells, considering the churches do worse, where they will explicitly endorse a candidate. So they don't need to go to that level, but they should still be able to talk about politics, and kind of take that chance, because they're
Yeah.
just so afraid that the government is for some reason going to crack down, and not crack down on the church that's next door, which I think is just kind of too cowardly of them. Uh,
it's a double standard. That's horrible double
yeah,
standard.
yeah.
You know.
Craig asked about Dave Warnock. I, as far last I heard, he's still. I mean,
Still,
I
he's
haven't heard that
still
he passed away.
no,
So
Oh,
he's still kicking, but he has withdrawn to spend um, more quality time with um, the people who matter,
that's perfectly fine.
and
yeah,
till he finally decides that okay, next month that's it. You know,
Yeah.
death with dignity, which everyone in the world should be given
yeah.
as
I
a,
I would
as a right.
imagine if he you know does pass away, there will be people making comments
Yeah, you
to pass their condolences.
probably the AXP would announce it with the blessing of his family, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I think so. So it seems like the last public events, scheduled events he's had. Oh my God. Yeah. Last thing, at least on his website, is like February of 2019. So it hasn't. So that site hasn't been updated since then. So there hasn't. He's been nothing public that I've heard of.
Yeah, but all I can do is just wish him the best right now. You know.
The what was I going to say? Oh, it's been fun watching people freak out over Arden's bottom surgery.
Oh, I
Um,
haven't heard that.
yeah, she had bottom surgery a couple of months ago,
Oh, I see.
and they're yeah, all the little transphobes have
Oh
gone,
my gosh.
you know,
Yeah, that will
quite
trigger them.
ballistic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
surprised
oh,
Pirate didn't go on and on about that or bring it up.
Probably didn't hear about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably because he didn't hear about it. Uh,
they kept it. Well, not they didn't announce it, but it's they're not hiding the fact.
I wonder on
Yeah,
comments on the line. I haven't really gone on there, but I'm sure there are a lot of transphobes who would comment on those channels, but they probably do a better job of moderating, I
yeah,
would
they
imagine.
do. Jimmy doesn't heavily moderate it, but it is moderated.
Yeah, he
Um,
probably appoints has people assigned as moderators who
yeah,
will go and clean that up, which is all you need, right? You don't, Jimmy doesn't have to do it. You know, kind of like the AXP, the volunteer staff doesn't have to do it, but just need to have people that they trust to,
yeah.
go and remove some of those comments.
Um,
And by the way, it
hang
won't
on.
take much, right? Even on the AXP, it won't take much. There's only a handful of trolls. If those ones are, blocked, that would reduce almost all of it. And
Yeah.
and they don't have to stop every troll comments. They just need to do the ones that are, the top five trolls, who spam the channel. That's all
Yeah.
they need to do. And that
Yeah.
would probably, unfortunately, reduce 80% of the comments, because it also reduces people, the regulars like us, who respond to those guys. So it would greatly reduce the actual engagement, which is probably one of the reasons why they don't do the you know allow moderation.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can remember like just 2 years ago, people
Yes,
would come in.
I'm sure Andrew Wilson,
Oh, Wilson
he
is.
probably like posted something, as soon as he found out.
Oh,
It's a
he's had to
baby.
buy another. He's buying his Astroglide now in 44 gold
Our
pumps.
futures.
I mean, he's just cry wanking himself continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he
Um,
can't open the pickle jar. His hands are just like full of lube.
yeah, they're cramping. Yeah. Um, for anyone who wants a really good insight into medical trans issues, that doctor who has a YouTube channel there I just posted is really good. Plain speaking, just, you know, she's
By the way,
been
where did you hear about Arden?
um,
Like, did they make it public?
in the comments and in the
At the
more on
right.
TikTok
Okay,
and Matt himself. You know,
okay.
yeah. Um, she's now up and about and producing again, and but
Yeah.
she can't travel too far at the moment, so
Hmm.
they're not going to NanoCon or whatever those weird conventions are. Um, but yes, so she's staying at home at the moment, and Matt said they're waiting to go on a really good date night when they can have a proper date night, because after bottom surgery, it can take up to 6 months or more
Oh, that's
before things can start working as they should.
that's a hell of a
Um,
commitment. I gotta say that much. Ooh.
yeah, you got to do insertions and dilate. Yeah, it's
I mean, just
having had
consider
a
that,
couple of
right?
mates who did it.
The kind of pain and also costs and all that one goes through,
Yeah,
and
basically
compare that
having your
to,
dick, you're
yeah,
having your dick turned inside out.
yeah, compare that to someone who, just saying that, oh, I'm a woman now. I mean, those are complete opposite spectrum. You can't say that, being a trans person is just one day waking up and saying, "Oh, I feel like a woman." That is not what it is. I mean, no one
Being
would.
trans is not the easy
Yeah, yeah.
choice.
No.
It's just like being gay is not
It's not a
easy.
fad. It's not a fad. It's something where it is so ingrained in you, right? That you're willing to do all these things and be ostracized in society to feel like the gender that you are, or
I
to have
did a
others confirm your gender as well.
I did a survey in the mid '80s at the dojo I used to teach at, and um, it was I used to get maybe 100, students regularly a week. Um, I ran 3 classes when I was in town, and probably 30 to 40 were gay. And it was the thing of, yeah, we came here because we heard it was, yeah, you were friendly, you were accepting of gay people, and you taught practical, quick solutions to everyday gay problems of people spilling drinks on you or, whatever. Turn around and, yeah. So, yeah, about 30% of my students were gay. And ridiculous. And that was back in the mid 80s. So it's not, being gay is not, anyone who thinks, oh, you could choose not to, oh, you're just being trendy, it's easy. Fuck off. And being trans is magnitudes above, I think, anyway, of being coming out as gay, because the hate has grown so much. And it's disgusting. It's ridiculous.
More importantly, why do they care?
Why do they spend so much time worrying about dicks?
Yeah.
Or,
They're obsessed with
Yeah.
other people's genitals. I keep saying it over and over.
And why go
Why?
on the Atheist Experience channel posting the same comments over and over? Just trolling. Going back to the topic, which
okay,
is
speaking of genitals, no, you go, Steve.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
I've worked. I haven't been able to download and transfer to YouTube. I've been trying, but my computer's got something anyway. But I shall post a link, and it's only a minute long. But talk amongst yourselves till I find it.
If you
are you
may.
sure?
Does that mean we can go
are
back
you
to the
sure?
topic?
Are you sure it's YouTube, not XTube, or is there XTube?
X-Hamster. No, X-Hamster is my porn site. But no.
Why isn't
It
there an
is-
XTube?
I think there is, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I guess there is an XTube.
I'm not found that
Porn,
one.
But I'll
is there
find
a
it. It's
porn
RedTube.
tube?
It's clean-ish.
Oh, there's XTube. There's porn tube. I'll
what I'm
bet there's
thinking
a sex tube. Oh no, there is no sex tube. Someone get that domain.
Maybe, and I will.
Isn't it RedTube? Is that what they call it? I swear someone was bombarded with adverts at one point.
Is there?
There are
red
some
tube?
really strange.
There is a
domain
Wii
names
tube, I know
out there
that,
now.
but you don't want to go there.
Oh, there is a red
Really?
tube.
Oh. Do we really want to know what's on there?
I'm guessing it's
Do you want to
Wait.
know?
Oh, there's also
nonsense.
there's also a domain called YouTube. I don't know if anyone's been on that one.
Like UTUB?
Oh, it looks like a pretty popular site. YouTube. You guys should go check it out. So anyway, yeah, back to the topic. We're trying so hard to stay on topic.
We never do.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, gents. I
Yeah.
am gonna have to mosey on. Cut it a little short today.
That's fine.
Heading out for lunch with
Yeah.
the missus. It's our anniversary.
Have a
Sounds
good
good.
day, and
Enjoy.
say good day to her
Enjoy himself.
for us, man.
We'll do.
yeah, enjoy it.
All right. Catch you
Oh.
all.
See you, mate.
See ya.
Okay.
Okay. I will check to see if there's a what's it, rude tube.
Cheerios.
There is a root tube. All right.
Is that kind of like a softer form of bum fights?
Oh, wait, why does this... The site icon seems like it's... I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there is a root tube, so there's a whole bunch of different one. Bye, Neal.
Where am I going? What?
Yeah.
Kick him!
I think Tuna knows something that you don't, Neal.
My connection.
By the way, the NanoCon, I was looking it up. It stands for Nashville Nuns Convention. So if you're a nun, so not a specific.
Okay, I couldn't go to that. None scare me. I
Not
can walk past
I'm
them.
back.
not
You're
the
back.
Nashville Nun Convention, but non-convention.
Any one of them flying?
The Flying
If you
Nuns
want to,
Convention.
if you want to pop that up, it's a minute, and it's quite funny.
Let me see if I can.
I never knew I could lip read.
Ruby Goldberg could totally sponsor it.
What?
Ruby Goldberg?
Ruby Goldberg?
Her nun movies? Are you serious right now?
Oh, no. Whoopi Goldberg. You said Ruby
Yes,
Goldberg.
Whoopi. Oh,
Whoopi.
my
How about
bad.
Rube
Yeah,
Goldberg?
Whoopi
That
Goldberg.
don't-
All
Whoopi.
right. Yeah, I was
Sister Act,
wondering
Sister
what.
Act, that could happen.
Is there construction going on back there, Serge?
No. Not at the moment.
All right. Let's see what we can do here.
There's not even any swearing in the video.
All right, here we go. What have you tagged me in today?
In the West Mojave Desert, we've got isolation for days, months, years. So if you don't want to listen to the voices in your head, stay in the city, listen to someone's mixtape.
Oh, crap. I had that video on mute while I was watching it. Luckily, I can lip read. Her name's Lawrence of Arabia. She's out in the desert looking for a camel. So, don't think you'll find many moose out there, but apparently there's a few knuckles.
Oh my god.
Oh, my God. You know, I never knew that tulips grew out in the desert. Seriously. But apparently the desert isn't the only thing that's dry. I seriously thought she was going to eat her own words, the way those subtitles were placed across the bottom. And it's pretty sad to see that Kermit the Frog's career has gone so far downhill. Anyway, folks, go and check her out on OnlyGrams. Ask any Aussie, they'll tell you. Right, I'm off to the Mojave Desert. Catch us later. What you want to do is...
All right. Oh, and you can get Liberty Mutual. Yeah, that was like pretty prominent there.
Yes, it was.
Jeez.
We're gonna get the
and you
montage
can-
for this one.
What I object to, and especially spending more time in the wheelchair, is I didn't know that all this exercise wear will let you see the genital jewelry.
Oh,
Like you can tell whether it's a bar, a ring, studs, little chains. It's Craig can attest to this. It's right in your face.
Wait, why does Craig know about it being right in his face?
Wheelchair.
Okay.
Craig spends time in the wheelchair as well, so it's sort of like you get a whole different view of people in all this active wear that they now liking to wear it. And I don't want to. I see 90-year-old women, you know, who will suddenly look at someone in active wear walking around. It's sort of like that. Here's my genitals. Please consider. And it's, fuck, just put a wrap over it, please. Yeah, it's scary.
So
He's got a date
tuna,
with his missus. He's off for
tuna is
lunch.
somehow confusing Neal and Clark.
We're the same person. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
I think maybe tuna is just listening to it on high speed. He
I
started.
haven't
I don't
forgotten
know.
about your care parcel, tuna, mate. I haven't been able to drive. Yeah, life's just, it's still there. It's still, so I haven't forgotten you. It's yeah, I'm waiting for a part for my old Volvo. Um, I am going to have to get rid of it. We are going to have to get rid of it. So it's got to the point where you type in, when you go to Volvo, you type in the part number and it says, doesn't exist. Ah, shit. You know you got an old car when the manufacturer is denying that they haven't made it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not ancient. That's for sure.
So, Craig, I thought Ook was presuming that you look at people's genitals as they walk by.
Well, I think anyone in a wheelchair has to be forced to look at people's
Well,
genitals.
wow.
Yeah, we're
I'm
eyeballs
sure
at
there are people that are not in wheelchair that will stare at some
Yeah.
people.
Well, it depends on what's, you know.
And then they get offended. You know, oh,
Yeah, I
look,
mean, it's like,
if
you
you're walking
walk
around with,
around.
yeah, off you go, Steve.
I mean, you walk around showing the goods, and yet you get mad when somebody looks at it. I mean, like, you basically got a freaking neon sign painted right
Well,
over it saying, look here.
even some of the guys, seriously, I've almost hit lampposts quite often, especially when I used to live up in the tropics, because you'd get guys going jogging, not just in speedos, but in G-strings, and it's just something you know, a man,
You can't jog
even
in a
if
G-string.
yeah, is
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I
it's
think it's wrong for people to get upset that they're staring, but there is a limit, right? I mean, there
yeah.
is kind of etiquette where you can't be just like ogling. Even
yeah,
I
even if
had
they are showing the goods, sure, you see it, you
it,
look at it, but you shouldn't be like sitting there just
a
like,
perv. I've worked it. I've got my theory of perving is you have 10 second. You have 10 seconds to have a perv, and then it becomes creepy.
yeah,
You've crossed the limit,
yeah,
yeah.
and you're not allowed to turn your head. You know,
yeah.
yep.
Look with your
It's
eyes,
got to
but keep
stay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
and you've
move your
got 10
eyes.
seconds. And anything longer than 10 seconds, and if you move your head, that's creepy. Whether you're a female looking at a male or vice versa. It's yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at most, at worst, it's rude, right?
it's rude.
It's
I
yeah.
I had to um, when I was in Telstra as a supervisor, I had to send out with approval from on high a memo or a memo saying that crop tops were now not allowed, and whale tails, you know, G-strings showing over the top of your pants were not allowed. And it wasn't the women doing it, because it was a call centre and 24-hour call centre. No one cared what you wore, really. You could wear whatever you want. But a lot of the gays used to started coming in crop tops and with the whale tail G-strings coming up. And it was sort of a protest against all the women who thought they could get away with it. So I just had put out a bulletin saying that if this trend continues, uniforms will be enforced, and it stopped overnight.
The John Cohen show, it was kind of funny. I put a comment there, and all of a sudden we
Yes,
got
it is
Florida
very
link.
good.
It is. I
Yeah,
watch it all the time. I won't lie,
but
it's
but
good.
Florida link came up in the comments to respond to my comment, calling me H for you because apparently H3U really hurt him somewhere deep inside. So he's still obsessed about H3U, but it was kind of
What
funny
is
that
Atri? Sorry, you'll have to fill me in. Sorry.
he thinks I'm this other account H3U, which is an account that was used by APOT a long time ago.
Oh, that's where I remember. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he came up for because he's now run away from the AXP comments. He no longer posts there. I think he's kind of had enough of kind of being humiliated on there. So now he was showing up on the John Cohen comments. But yeah, definitely check out John Cohen. He's really good. One thing I like, which might be controversial, is he has this. I can't remember what he calls it, but basically there's an inner circle. Yeah, I think that's what he calls it. So if a certain number of the inner circle has had enough of a guest, they just ring him out. It's like the Gong Show. It's a gong that that kicks him out. So that conversations don't drag on, especially if nothing is happening or it's boring or whatever, or if
Yeah.
there's some troll.
It
I think
generally
that's a good thing to
keeps,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the highest tier subscribers to his show going to the inner circle.
Hmm.
He also has a graph where people in the live chat can actually uh,
Rate the caller.
rate the caller, yeah, like, Troll, Bill
Yeah.
Bro, um, and because he's British public school boy educated, which do Americans know what British public schools boy means?
I
It's private school.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Yeah.
it's they're private school educated. They're slightly considered um, toffs or upper class ish, when they're really not. It's just a way of, it's just better, generally better educated. Private education is usually better than free education,
Yeah.
depending on the school. But he's very well spoken,
I can't
and
believe
he's
he
got
used the generation contemporaneous argument there. That must have been so funny.
that
I would
was
like to see that
good.
comment.
Oh,
Um,
and then,
yeah,
and on top of that, you got some of the other trolls showing up on his comments too at times.
yeah.
It
I
is kind of interesting that some of the trolls are kind of migrating away from the AXP. So
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Jim Castleberry. I've seen Diva. Uh,
Oh yeah,
well,
Diva even made a quick show, and I basically gave him the verbal equivalent of a kick in the nuts on the John Cohen show.
interesting.
Um, and his shows go for sometimes 6 hours at a time.
yeah, his longest has been 10.
Um, and
Yeah,
I've
some
only
of
ever
these I
seen
can't. How do you have like a 10-hour stream? That's
I've only ever seen get up and go to the toilet once.
Once, that's it.
Yep.
if he's
How?
really dedicated, he would just be kind of like doing it
I
on the toilet so that he could just go whenever.
well,
Maybe.
Wear
one
special
thing I
nappies.
always say to
Yeah, or
people,
diapers.
yeah, if you're physically impaired a little bit, um, having a urinary bottle discreetly next to your bed um, is worth it, as long as you remember to empty it. But yeah, it's also a
Or
little hint
remember
if
which
you're
bottle has the urine and which bottle has the
has the
lemonade.
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Generally, don't mix the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only 7 hour stream, and I've only seen him excuse himself once.
Now, I've seen him excuse himself a couple of times to take care of a cat or something, one of his cats, but never,
Yeah. But
bathroom breaks.
there's that. Godless Granny is also still kicking around. She's a good laugh. And of course, Kentucky Atheist has increased in popularity and is doing some good stuff. Pardon me. I haven't been able to catch any of his lives, but I've watched quite a few of his clips and whatnot. So we're not spoilt for choice anymore, which is good.
Yeah.
We've got options now.
Yeah.
I got 11
yeah,
subscribers. Woo!
what was it?
I got 11 subscribers, so keep going.
All I've got is 8 now during my gaming years.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. What were you saying, Luke?
I don't think, to be honest, there are any good faith interlocutors on the AXP comments.
Wait, are we going back to the actual topic of the stream?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
He finally goes to.
Let's put it to a vote.
Yeah,
Put
no,
it one-
I agree with you. I agree with you. There's
Yeah.
almost none that I can see. And if there are, like you can't tell, or they just get kind of overwhelmed by the troll comments. So
Yeah, I mean,
you may even miss them.
I mean, unfortunately, because all the troll comments, I admit, maybe this is me, it could be anybody else, but you become jaded and reactionary when you see somebody, say something that, make a counter argument to whatever's being argued. Even if they're doing it in good faith, you want to tend to go blast them because you're so used to going after the trolls.
So Craig, John probably won't be on for the foreseeable future. Just things happening in his personal life, and he needs to kind of take a break from being online. So he probably won't be joining. Maybe he'll be watching some of these streams, but yeah, I don't think he'll be commenting or joining us. But I definitely
We miss you,
wish him
John,
the
and
best.
sort yourself out.
Yeah, we're here for if you need us.
Yeah.
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 And thanks for the comments too, guys, last week.
No worries.
Yeah, and I think those of you who are in the distribution list have this, should have received an email from John. So, feel free to reach out to him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind hearing from you guys. So, all right. With that said, we will end it here.
Do we say goodbye to all the stalkers?
Our hate watchers, are you talking about?
They're gone.
Oh my God. We'll see if Pirate comes back on and starts talking about Arden. Then we'll know he's been hate watching.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I don't think
and
the Hobbit.
Go ahead.
And the Hobbit, yeah.
Yeah. And I made that comment just to kind of play with them so that they will want to comment, but they'll at the same time not want to comment so that they don't out themselves. But
I'll put a link in the comments of this show later on so that everyone will know what a womble is.
all right.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
And thank you, Tuna, Craig, and also I think we had Aaron up as well. We didn't see Albania today, but thanks everyone for showing up, and we will talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye,
Good to see
everyone.
you, Jeff.
Bye.
Peace out.
Have a good weekend.
Goodbye.
Or a good week.
Challenge your beliefs, let the silence break the silence, shake the faith. Truth survives, the heart is quick. Hold to truth, no more opaque. Reason's voice, it sings so clear through fear we hear. end. This is fallacy's end. Scriptures written in disguise, veiling men in holy lies. Faith without a place to land, truth that crumbles when it's scanned.